Christ light, you are Krishna consciousness, Shiva being, you are my dear, you are my dear. Om Saha Navagatu Sahana Unaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahe Tejasvi Navaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. O Lord, protect us as one, nourish us, Lord, as one. Let us flourish in thy strength as one, O Lord, as one. Let our knowledge, O Lord, be changed to light and fill our hearts with love. Oh, let our knowledge, O Lord, be changed to light and fill our hearts with love. Oh, Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. O Lord, protect us as one, nourish us, Lord, as one. Let us flourish in thy strength as one, O Lord, as one. Let our knowledge, O Lord, be changed to light and fill our hearts with love. Oh, let our knowledge, O Lord, be changed to light and fill our hearts with love. Oh, Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Saha Navavatu Sahana Unaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahe Tejasvi Navaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Om Ram, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Gopala, Ram Govinda, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Om Vasudevaya, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Gopala, Om Govinda, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Om Vasudevaya, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Gopala, Govinda, Govinda, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Om Vasudevaya, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Krishna, Hare Gopala, Om Mukunda, Govinda, Hare Hare Ram. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram, Hare Hare Ram. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri 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 Guruji Namaha. Shri 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 Mudiji Namaha. Grace is always falling like rain.
Hi Donna. If you can hear me, you're the 10th person into the Hangout and we're leaving that space for Ananta to join us. So if you could go over to YouTube and I will let you know in when there's space for you, if that's okay.
Guru Satsang Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Grace is always falling like rain. Grace is always falling. Shri 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 Guruji Namaha. Shri 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 Mudiji Namaha. Beloved Father, who dwells within the soul of my being, whose name is I am. Veneration to your holy name. Thy kingdom is here, thy will prevails throughout the earth as it does in the heavenly realms of my soul. Beloved Father, who dwells within the soul of my being, whose name is I am. You open your hands and satisfy the hunger of all within me. so sorrow until they turn. May show forgiveness to those whose minds are shrouded in ignorance of sin. Veneration to your holy name. Thy kingdom is here, thy will prevail throughout the earth as it does in the heavenly realms of my soul. Beloved Father, who dwells within the soul of my being, whose name is I am.
Namaste. I'm very sorry for any disappointment for everyone who's waiting for Ananta to be here soon. He suggested that we start together. He's actually here now, so we'll just be quiet.
Did I spoil your handout?
No.
Yes, let's see. You want to keep doing what you're doing? Or?
No, we went to
You want to? Another YouTube channel. Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Guru Sri Moji Ji ki Jai. Thank you all so much for joining us. I'm a little bit late, but not too much more than usual. I just got a new passport done. If you're in the Hangout, the way to ask questions or to say something is to unmute your mics and to speak when you sense it is appropriate. And on YouTube chat, you can post your questions there, and we will look at them. Not used to broadcasting from this computer. This is yours? He's also staying in the PG?
No, he's staying in the room. It's really different.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Yogan says red suits you. This one's color, Priya's color. Okay, I've had a bit of an afternoon, so not too much energy here. But if there's a question, you can ask.
May I come up, Ananta?
Please do, my dear. Please do. Very good to have you hang out.
Yeah, there have been so many things happening last days pushing me here, I think. So I saw it yesterday, but it was too late, so you left, and now you have no energy. So I will take it short. Something you told yesterday, what we are doing here in Satsang like this, I remember it was there's I am, sense, and the self.
Yeah.
Seeing the I is aware of I am, and then I am is the name of God, or the first name of God. So the question in me arose, is God another content? Anyway, God, the name is something we put so much in and on. I know you cannot describe with words. And I feel that the self and the I am is the same. So it came the question, what is content? What is content made of? And if I forget the factor of time, then I play around here in this world with the content, and whatever happens, happens, and I'm aware of it. If I put the factor time in it, then there's nothing, actually. So for the self, it's nothing, and for me in time and space, it's everything. So what is content made of? I listen and look to Rupert Spira's videos, and Francis is also someone I followed in the last days, and of course this is a question of mind, but you as my Satguru, you are in time for me, and I feel I need some push somehow. So I sense that this is all what is. There's nothing to add, only to give away. Not even this.
Very good, very good. So let's start with what you started by sharing, which was that the self and the I am, they are the same. Yeah. Ultimately, yes, they are the same. There is only the seeming difference which arises And this difference is the difference between the sleep state and the waking state. The sleep state, I am aware that there is nothing. And in the waking state, I am aware that I am. In the sleep state, I am not aware that I am. I remain, but the sense that I exist is absent. See? That is why my master says that this consciousness, this I am, is the dynamic aspect of the same self. We do not say that it is different. It is the same, yet this is an appearance within this I. And within this I, therefore, made up of this I itself. Isn't it? So the I am, although is the I, yet appears like the phenomenal aspect of this I. And appears to who? To the same I. This I self, which is awareness itself, now has produced out of itself the dynamic play of consciousness. And then we spoke about all of these dimensions, we spoke about time and space, and all that can happen in this phenomenal realm. Therefore, this I am, I call the primal phenomena, the root phenomena from which all other phenomena arises. But I have still remained this I, the self. I have not moved. So to me, there is no difference really. Nothing changed here between the waking state and the sleep state. It is only that what was appearing as nothing now is appearing as something. I remain the awareness of that. Now, this game would be very boring. This game would be very boring because nothing moved. Then what would happen to our favorite definition of why this appearance came? It would not be entertaining. If it is just a movie that we cannot relate with, cannot relate to any of the characters, cannot relate to any of the dialogues, and all you remember is just a movie, then can you have fun with the movie? This movie is very insipid. It's very insipid. It's something which is plain. Therefore, for this to be entertaining, God gave himself this power to pretend, this power of belief. Which means what? That I can give meaning to something which is just an appearance. I can say that this is relevant to me. This applies to me. It is meaningful for me. I want this. I want this. And then this boring, insipid Leela suddenly comes to life. I become the center of this game. I say very often that for everyone, we are the hero of the movie. Isn't it? We are the hero. Even when we say that I'm completely devoted to my master, that is the key for us, that I am completely devoted. Is it? Even in this devotional movie, I continue to be the hero. And this I which we speak of is the I that we picked up. The personal I that we picked up. And we did this using the power of our belief. But what is there to believe? What can be believed? This flower is there in front of me. Can I believe the flower? In itself as an appearance, is there something to believe or not believe about it?
Yeah, the only thing I can believe is the knowing of the awareness. I'm very clear about this and sure. As I told, this time factor when it comes in play, when the mind is coming, when the thought coming into play, then time comes.
Yeah.
And this content, but this content is content, also this flower is experienced.
Yes.
So it has something.
Yes, it is experienced as an appearance. Experienced as an appearance.
So
The joy that might come as a result of seeing the flower is also experienced as an appearance. You see, this is what we mean by phenomena. It is appearing and disappearing. It can be perceived phenomenally. And that's why I say that the sense I am itself is the prime phenomena, the primal phenomena, the Om, the Atma, which is also experienced by me, by this I, which is not personal. So, you're right, when time and space appears, this creates the possibility for the interpreter to say, oh, this is such a beautiful flower. And I can believe that. The interpreter could have also said, oh, it has some thorns. You see? It has some thorns. You can believe that. Yeah. So the power of belief can be applied only to concepts which the mind is throwing up, not to the appearance in itself, which remains as innocent as the sense I am itself. All that is appearing continues to remain as innocent as the I am itself. But it is only this mind, these thoughts, which try to give it personal meaning here. And anytime we give personal meaning to something, that is the cause of all trouble. So you said something also which we must look at together, which is that I believe I am the knowing which sees I am. Is this a belief?
No, this is no belief, because I have to be. I am, and I'm aware of it. So it could be, my experience is awareness being aware of itself. Yeah.
Which is the question, are you aware now?
Yes.
Which is subtly different from the question, can you stop being now? Do you see the subtle difference or no?
Naja, if I can stop being, I would be aware of it.
Exactly, that's exactly what I'm saying.
So if you say God is I am, what I cannot stop being now, of course not. So
yes, but the being stops every night when we go to sleep.
Yeah.
And wakes up every morning when we awake. So this is the being, the I amness that we speak about. Yet there is awareness of this, because we say that I woke up, I am going to sleep. I went to sleep, and in sleep there was nothing at all. Even I was not there. You see, we see like that. But we see that there must be an I which is aware that the I am was not there.
May I kick in there? This is one of my disbeliefs.
Yes.
I cannot get rid of in the moment. It follows me like a shadow, because the body is also there. This is what Spira is telling. Only take your immediate, this present experience, yeah, what you have. And the mind is telling, no, my body is here, yeah, and my body is here tomorrow, and it was yesterday. And my body is here when I'm sleeping, and deep sleep is here, and the only I have is the memory of the deep sleep, yeah, from the body. That's why I can say something is there, but nothing is there, yeah. This is my conditioning in this way, yeah, the conditioning of the world, I think, I feel. And of course, it's not my the body is not all the time my present experience, yeah, as awareness.
Yes, I want to say something about this body identification. You know, I'm the simple son of our lineage. You know, I'm the simple son. So I want to make this also very simple for you. Even if body identification is there, even if body identification is there, and it seems like body continues, it is there, it was there yesterday, it is today, it will be there tomorrow. What trouble is the body identification causing? You see? The body identification in itself is little or no trouble. Little or no trouble. It is the identification with the one who claims to be the owner of the body, who claims to be the owner of this life, who claims to be the owner of their relationships and their material possessions. This one we cannot find. This is the cause of trouble. And I know that all the great sages in the past have said this, that it is body identification which is causing trouble. I want to make it even simpler for you. And say, it's okay, body is just here, innocent instrument, what is it doing? And yet the body is not the person, because the body is unconcerned with freedom. It is unconcerned with relationships, unconcerned with money. See? So we are working much harder than we believe. Because if it is just a question of body identification, then our life will be much simpler. But actually, it is so tiring, it is so effortful, because we have believed ourselves to be something which cannot even be perceived phenomenally. Not even in our imagination we have a clear idea of the person, the ego.
Ananta, I feel some contradiction. What it means, some opposition every time. Because
can you say again, my dear? I'm not able to hear you very well.
Yeah, sorry, I'm looking for the right word. Contradiction, somehow, in some way. The only thing I want is truth, nothing else. I'm fed up with experience, but as long as I'm here, yeah, as this experience, there is some way to go, and I know. I see it, that whatever is playing in my experience in this world, in my world, is all the self. It's all myself. It's all awareness playing for me. This is I'm aware. I'm aware of it. But something feels missing. It's not a round thing for me in the mind, body mind, as I'm playing here, because you are here. And referring every time to time and bodies and other people and the world. Of course, this is so.
Okay, let's just take a minute and we can try using that speaker that we had. I'm not able to hear very well.
Oh, sorry. Maybe it's my headset.
Maybe we use the speaker and see if it helps. It's okay. It was good with you got the retreat on this, no? With the speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me well still?
Oh, I hear you well. Can you hear me well?
Very well. This is
Better
this
now.
is
Oh,
this.
okay.
So you were saying
And
something about something feels like a contradiction. What is that?
it's a contradiction in what not what I'm aware, what I am, and the world, the seeming world outside, what I feel. This is what I am. This is the world is not different from me. This is what I am.
Yeah.
Playing for me. I see it as this is the. I see it whatever happens. Somehow it happens to me as me. You know what I mean? Everything is playing for me,
Yeah.
pushing me, not pushing me, showing me. And if you are open and if you can see, you see the sign. You see it, and
Yes, but
you
this
are aware of it.
yes, this me that you speak of, which one is this me?
This me is. This is a contradiction, because I'm aware that I'm aware.
Yes, yes. So
And
is the
whatever is, what I'm sorry, what I maybe I can make it more clear. The
right.
evidence that the self is what is, and the world is only a projection of me, of myself, of the self, like this. What I have discovered for me is that this is my play here, and when I
Yes,
say my play, I'm not even one with it. It is me. This
yes,
is, yeah, I need now the mind and the words to describe it for myself. The contradiction is when I see you as me, as my Satguru. I'm not seeing it like I see a car or a flower. I see it. I know it. I am aware of. I am it. Yeah. Whatever you are, whatever form you take. Yeah. It can be anything. Yeah. And the contradiction then comes every time in Moji and you in one sentence refer to the I am or to the self. In the other sentence refer to the world. Yeah. Past and future, whatever is there. And somehow comes my mind in play and say, you see, this is evidence that you are not right. That all what is here is a dream. Yeah, you know, you are aware it's a dream.
yeah.
But this is the dream is somehow right. It's true. Yeah. Of course, I know it has to be true because if it's not here, if there is no dream, I cannot experience myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, it's no contradiction in this. Only when the mind comes in, I think.
Yes, there
Because
is no.
whatever happens brought me here.
Yes. I did not find. I was looking actually for the contradiction. I did not find it because we are saying the same thing, isn't it? That the dream is a projection of this being, and it is experienced by this being. So nobody is in denial of the appearance of the dream. It does appear, but it appears in the light of this being, and it is experienced by this being. Okay? And you are aware of this always.
Somehow I'm watching myself in the movie, same time.
Yes, but this that is being watched is not personal, isn't it?
No, it's not personal. It's a movie, and sometimes there's a point where I think, oh, it's me. Yeah. But there's no awareness of difference.
Yeah.
Of course, when the mind plays, then And afterwards you wake up and you have, oh, what have you done, or where have you been? But everywhere, I had the experience that I see the thought coming, I'm watching it, and I can make a decision. I can make it. I follow the thought, and I know it gets in trouble. Yeah, brings trouble and much suffering maybe for other people. Or I can still watch, and I see it's coming. It's getting stronger, and I merge in it and follow it, and I see the trouble. Yeah, and afterwards I think, oh, I came out, and what I've done again. Yeah. But in the same time, I've always been aware of it. If I make a decision, or as me, Stefan, if I make a decision or not, I'm always aware. And it is not my decision in this way, somehow. Yes. And I know whatever trouble comes, it's good for the one I have trouble with, or I make it. This is from the standpoint of the mind. From the standpoint of awareness, there's no trouble. For no one.
Actually, attention is such an intimate tool. It is so close to us, this power of attention, that it seems like where attention goes, I go. So when you say that I went to my thought, actually just this tool, attention, went. And it seemed like I got involved in it, and all the appearances, I was caught up in it. Actually, just our attention was caught up in it. You have remained unmoved, unchanged, as awareness. But it's very intimate. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, because it's very intimate. It seems like, oh, this is where I am. What our attention is bringing to us, it seems like I am here.
There's only memory that makes you feel or believe or understand that you are awareness. Because if I think about it later, afterwards, what happened, and I'm aware that I still aware, and I have been aware all the time, but it's only memory. Yeah. And I'm aware of what happens, but not consciously. Yeah. Afterwards, I know I've been always aware. And this is when you say, don't believe your next thought. This is somehow very hard for me, because I like my thoughts, I follow them, I still want to play. Yeah. Because if I don't want to play, if I would really be fed up from everything, I wouldn't. Why had I? Because I understood they never bring good in this conditioning. Yeah. But I see them, I follow them, and if I look at it now, it's like a fun. It's like a play. It's really like a play.
Yeah, yeah. I like this integrity to see that. Yes, I know it can cause trouble. This belief in the person, this belief in the thought can cause trouble, but I'm enjoying the play, which is good integrity.
You are not alone. This is a nice thing. Even if you have an ego and you feel alone, you're not alone, because everything is playing for you. Everything is actually love. What you are. If it's my sister, my parents, if it's you, Muji, the chain. Whatever happened, but you have to be growing in this.
This is very good. I like this very much, because there are many who will come and say, I'm done with the play, I'm completely done. You see, I don't want to play anymore at all. And it's just not happening for me. I try to follow the pointings, it's just not happening. But if you're truly done with the play, then it's the simplest thing. what we are maybe failing to recognize, some of us, is that there's still this primal urge to play with this Leela, which is completely fine. So I like very much what Stefan says. He says, yes, I know it's a doorway to personhood, doorway to suffering, but right now I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying this play. It's okay. So good to see. Thank you. Because at least we are not creating this conflict inside. Because on one hand we're saying, I'm just done, and inside it's saying, but what about this? What about the enlightenment thing? What about the freedom thing? Does it make life better, or does it do something for me? So if we still want to play with even enlightenment, if we still want to play with concepts like freedom, then let's say, yes, I want to play some more. I'm not done. Yes. Sometimes what happens is we say, I want the play and freedom. But the freedom is the freedom from this idea of being a character in the play. The play will continue. The appearance of the play will continue. It does not stop. But this sense that I am a character in the play and the play is meaningful for me, I have expectations and desires from the play, this sense will stop. And somewhere the mind will come and say, just when you're becoming free, you're getting a taste of this liberation and you want the play to stop. Let's enjoy as a free person. I want to live as a free person. There is no such thing.
I will make space. I will leave the hangout, okay? Thank you.
If you like, my dear, if you like.
Yeah.
But because it's your first time in the hangout, you're welcome to stay. But if you have to leave or you want to watch from outside, that's fine too.
I'm fine. I'm okay. So there's space required, so I.
We have 1 hour game that we play. We swap seats now in 1 hour, so that'll happen in some time. But you can still stay. If you're here for the first time, you can stay.
Yes, okay. I retire later.
Yes. Rest. It's okay.
May I say something?
Yes, my dear. Of course.
It comes to me that even the Sangha and whoever he plays here the role, is a part, and it's a part of me also. And if I see the faces now here and hang out, what can I say? You know it. The truth behind, and nothing to say anymore.
I don't feel anyone in the Sangha now can present themselves as a person and say, I'm not working really hard to do this. You must by now at least be able to see that. God cannot be burdened by anything. Yet, if there is something that I would call a burden to even God, I would say it is this identity. Okay, there are some requests to come. You can come one by one. You can come.
You are talking with me?
Yes, my dear, come, come.
Oh, thank you, Father. I think I'm feeling dying. I'm afraid. No, it's better to feel you, because this tension between mind and heart, perhaps, it's getting higher and higher and higher, and mind persists and comes with all the power she also thinks she have, and I was perceiving that I was trying to escape from near you in India. I was trying to escape from you in my heart and from Guruji. It's so obvious. This after Sunday Satsang, I was feeling so stuck, and suddenly I perceived how this urgence was also the last scream of my mind of anxiety, because I'm losing interest in my thoughts. My mind was finding silence and this silence and emptiness very boring, but also something in me is finding my thoughts so completely not unbearable. All this mind thinking all the times in circles, wanting to have attention. I don't believe in this anymore, that attention come from outside. And this came from the highest point in this satsang I was hearing. I don't know his name. And the energy, this tension, this energy dissolving. And my hope is I will not support this tension many times for many long. But my mind, the same mind that was trying to awake me, is telling me, oh, how arrogant you are, what the contradiction. you want to get it. Oh, no, I will not go. Because my mind is being absorbed easily. She knows she has not changed for a long more time. Tell me what to do or what to not to do. Please.
This is good, because you say that I cannot believe this mind anymore, what it speaks. And this feeling can come that I don't know what to do now, because I'm letting go of this mind. For a while it can be that I don't have a plan. What should I do? Even this energy which you speak about, actually, without the mind, there is no problem with it. There is no trouble with it. It comes and it goes. The mind says this should come, this is bad for you, or this is good for you. You see? Only the mind says, no?
The mind says, come out, and something is pushing me inside. And it's not comfortable at all, this tension. I want this tension to finish. I want to just let go. And it's how I can let go. It's this acceptance, this complete, perhaps it's this, okay, I surround completely.
It is this acceptance itself, the acceptance of what is, itself is the letting go of what is.
Acceptance is letting go.
Yes, because if you're not accepting something, you're not letting it go. If you're resisting something, you're not letting it go. The pushing of something is not the letting go of something. It is the accepting of something which is the letting go of something.
Because my mind tries to make me feel you don't love, you are rejecting me, and Guruji are rejecting me, because it's my idea of identities. All the world are rejecting me, and inside I perceive love calling me. So it's the same. It's incredible how mind tries to imitate the self.
I want to tell you all something.
Nobody are rejecting me. Also in Sahaja, I was with a big paranoia, and I perceived that it was on my mind all the time.
I want to tell you something about this. That the external master, the external form of the master, is nothing but a puppet for your inner Sadguru.
Yes, but I was perceiving this, Anantaji, because the first time when I meet Guruji, I was feeling a big, I was missing my father, and I was remembering the completely unconditional love I had about my father, because my father also was very dust, and it was my big love in life, but if it was an enemy, it was also my big enemy. So perhaps these projections come to our Guru, and these things are coming and coming and coming the last year. But I was perceiving this love in Muchichi. And when I meet you, at first I was confused, but at a certain point, in a different way, I was perceiving also my father in you. At a certain point, I am perceiving that also this is inside me. This is the Sadguru. I'm perceiving Anantaji and Muchichi inside my own heart, calling me. But my mind tries to this is the mind also mixed with heart that are perceiving this. And mind don't like it at all. Mind don't like it at all because by itself it was not able to perceive this.
Yes, we'd be in trouble if the mind started liking what we did.
Yes, because
it can pretend. Once in a while it can pretend and say, oh, he's so nice, it's so peaceful around him. You know, like this. Sometimes it can say like this. Oh, he loves me so
much. My mind is trying to feel a big fall, and I'm afraid of this fall.
Yes, there's no fall.
There are no escape, there is no fall. Okay. No rejection. Just the sun. Oh, it's so clear inside. Oh, thank you, Father. Be with me.
I'm always with you. Always. Thank you.
But I'm feeling this urgency of peace, you know. This is not mine. Oh, it's difficult to maintain this tension. Oh, tell me it will not persist a long time.
Yeah, it cannot persist.
For many long time.
Yes, because actually what happens is that our expectation that it should go fast itself is feeding it in some way.
Itself is?
Feeding it in some way, is giving power to it. That is why surrender is very beautiful. We say it's all the Sadguru's problem. This tension, my sense of discomfort.
It's part of the process. It's part of the process. Okay, I trust you.
Yes. The mind will say, oh, if you really surrender to the master, it should go by now. And then it will come up with two doubts. The first doubt it will say is, you have not surrendered enough. You have not surrendered properly. The mind is saying. And this is rubbish. And second is that your guru is just a fake guru. This is also rubbish. You see? The mind will say,
I don't deserve for
I don't deserve.
This guilt. With me, I think it's more the guilt. My mind always tries to, or you are so arrogant. In other lifetimes, it comes to another lifetimes, you are fighting against God. But God, it was me all the time. So it's a question of some time. Oh, okay. I want to burn all this. And I hope one day I will meet you also physically, but I perceive that this thing of go near you was my mind. Okay, thank you very much. I love you. Oh, be with me. Thank you. And I for Dennis. I was seeing Dennis. I for him.
Hi, she says. Maria.
Hi.
Hi.
Trupti wanted to come, you can come, my dear. Is the sound okay?
Yes, sounds okay.
Sound.
Yeah, it was one of these helium hands, Muji described. That's why I was coming up. I don't know why I'm coming up and what is going on here. There's strong, strong energies here. Everything is completely mixed up.
When do you go to Sahaja?
Sorry,
When do you go to Sahaja?
I don't know. I didn't get an answer, so I just have to be there on Sunday.
Okay.
So maybe they will send me an answer. I don't know.
What are the main messages in this turmoil? What are the key highlights that the mind is saying?
There is nothing I can point out. It's nothing from the mind, I guess. It's just turbulence here.
Yeah. Just
And
purely, just purely emotional and no interpretation. Is that it?
I don't know. Sorry.
It's okay. We're just looking together.
Yeah.
You don't have to say any right answer or wrong answer. We're just
Yeah,
looking together.
I'm not able to say anything right or wrong. I have to pack all the things and it's not going further, and it seems like that I don't know. I really don't know. Of course, I was a bit in panic or trouble because I didn't get that answer from Sahaja. And then Maria was writing me this morning, I was also trying to get there, but they didn't receive my email. And I said, okay, maybe this is also my case, in my case that way. And maybe, but I think it's not the point why it's so shaking here, or I don't know. Sorry for talking such a rubbish.
No, not at all. What do you see yourself to be right now?
A bundle of mixed energies, I guess.
You are this bundle of energies?
Yeah, mixed energies.
Yes, mixed energy.
Mixed and messed up.
Yes, the soup of messed up energy. And there is no part of you. There is no part of you which is not this energy. Even the one that is looking is the energy itself.
No.
The one that is looking is not the energy. Now this one that is looking, can it stop being aware? Can it stop being the looking and become part of the energy? Okay, very good. So then this energy, is it hurting this looking? Is it hurting this awareness? Can you find the one that it is hurting?
No.
And this energy is changing, you see, moment to moment. It is going up, it is going down, it is changing its texture, the feel. And yet, you who are the witnessing of this is not changing, is it? You are able to perceive the change. But that which is able to perceive the change is not changing itself. So all that is actually happening is that because your attention is gravitating towards this energy, there's a magnetic pull from these energies to your attention. It feels like I am this mixed up energy. Now is it sounding true? I am this mixed up energy. Is it sounding true now?
No, not at all.
Not at all. See, just in a minute. Just in a minute. You didn't have to believe anything. You just had to see. Just had to check. Now this one to whom nothing is happening, does it have any complaint about anything?
No.
Yes, and the mind will come. The mind will come and say, but this is so unfair. This is feeling so bad. I am this. I have lost all my knowledge. I have lost all my seeing. It is just thoughts, only thoughts.
It's nothing.
Nothing else.
As always, as always.
As always. This is good. See, the mind will try to use every opportunity. Right now, this is a beautiful moment. And the mind will come and say, see, now you lost it again. And why did you say all this stuff? It's not true. You know? It's just the party crasher. Yesterday we gave it a name. This moment is such a beautiful party. And this party crasher comes and is making a nuisance out of things. We've all seen them, isn't it? Beautiful orchestra is playing, music is playing, and this guy will place a request for some cheesy song or something like that. Same guy. It's like one of those drunken party crashers. You know, in India we have this semi-classical form of music, the ghazals. So we had a very famous ghazal singer who came, and it started very beautifully, one or two, and then some guys already in after two or three of these ghazals they were drunk. So then they started requests for all kinds of, Bollywood songs and things like this. And it feels very entitled, the mind. You see? Must look at me. You must look at me. I want this song. I want it to be this way. But life says, no, this is the way it is going to be. And the mind pretending to have some power, something, keep jumping about, saying, no, 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 it cannot be this way. Life just is what it is. And you are just what you are. There is no role for any mental ideas in any of this. Life will just flow in its own beautiful flow. The mind will pretend, I just want to understand. I don't understand how they can behave like this, how they can do this to me. I don't understand. But it doesn't want understanding, it only wants you to suffer. The invention of the me is the invention of suffering. I said, it's not me. Today it's not me, okay? Today it's the emotions. At least you don't blame me. It's not me, I'm telling you. Today it is the emotions. And it can feel like that. It can feel real. Yes, it's the emotion. But then when we look like you looked, just with the openness, this openness is enough. Just with this simple openness, you look, and initially it felt like, yes, I am this soup of messed up energy. I'm just this. And then we said, entirely, is there no part of you which is outside of this? What about the part that is looking? And very quickly we come to our true position. Just in this small opening, you see, we come to our true position. And I say, oh, this is just another appearance, all these energy. It is not me. That's why you said, no, it is not me. It sounds so silly now to say it was me, doesn't it? Life has already given us so much, so much. Just today I was thinking, what happened is I crossed this broadcasting van from TV channel because the Prime Minister is in Bangalore, so they had this broadcasting van. And I saw a big antenna on top and things. And I realized that 10, 15 years ago, if I had to broadcast like this, I'd need one of those vans. Today, because of internet and connectivity, you can just connect so simply. We're able to be together like this. Just so simple. Just a few years ago, it was not possible. You can record, you could record and you could upload, but it would not be like this. So this is also gift. These are also gifts. And we have so many unlimited gifts. Anything else to be thrown in the fire of satsang?
If you see something, you're welcome to throw it in the fire.
This welcoming itself is.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said this welcoming, this openness to be thrown into the fire itself is enough. Because when we say these words, we don't say them lightly. This is an open invitation for the Sadguru to pull us, to pull any sense of me into the fire. And this sense of surrender is enough. We say everything into the fire. Not everything but this, everything into the fire. It is seen that usually this prayer gets answered at super speed.
Yes. I guess that's what I was experiencing.
Answered at super speed, and sometimes during the break, it gives us a break sometimes. The mind will come and say, yeah, I burnt everything and so fast, it's over. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Then next day again it starts. And then the mind says, but I just threw everything in and it was over. No, it was just the rest break, restroom break. It's a strong example. This fire example is strong and it's nice. Okay? Because all our fears, all our attachments will be shown. And you come face to face with the truth that one day every appearance will be burned. Every appearance will be blown away. That is the nature of the world. Everything appears and disappears. Everything that comes passes. And it's very good actually to come face to face with this mortality of this universe. Mortality of the universe itself. Because this entire universe, this play will come and go. But I will remain. The mind has it upside down. It says that the universe will remain and you will come and go. This is just not possible. So then when we say that I am at your feet, Master, I am at your feet, Father, it truly means that let my universe burn. Only your feet I see. You know, actually one or two have actually left Satsang because I used this burning of the universe example. What? It can seem like, no, this is not what I want. They actually left one for sure, second one maybe because of this, but one for sure because of this. You see, they wrote to me, this one wrote to me and said, do you mean it literally? Literally, do you mean that this whole universe, you mean it like that? Everything, friends, family, you're okay for it to burn right now? I said, yes. And it was just too strong. It was just too strong. And when I say okay, it does not mean that, oh, no grief will come or none of that. But truly in my heart, if all experiencing was to end right now, I would be completely okay with it. This is what it means. If all experiencing were to end right now, would something resist that? Would something fight that? This is acceptance, you see. Not just acceptance of what is appearing, but also acceptance of if everything has to disappear. If there was nothing appearing ever again, would you be completely fine with it? It's a beautiful contemplation. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. But at least then we know that these are attachments. When we say that burn everything, throw everything away, we still see clearly, no, I'm still attached to this. I still want to play with this appearance some more. I'm not done yet, which is completely fine. I'm not saying force yourself. I'm just saying use these contemplations to see what exactly is going on. And then the seeing of this, that I remain untouched, irrespective of the universe or not, irrespective of whether this world is here or not. Then these small life events, and this happened, and this one said this, and this one didn't say this, all of this is set into some context. You see. It seems so meaningless. This is what we are speaking of at the core. And that is why it's not the feel good stuff. Because grace is provided the love here, so there can be this sense of comfort, love, sharing, all this is here. But at the root, we are cutting out all of this personal attachment. Personal attachment, and then the idea of the person itself has been demolished. And to the mind, it is bound to be seem like big upheaval, big turmoil. And the only way, the easiest way that I know, let me not say the only way, the easiest way that I know to get through this all this seeming upheaval is don't let your eyes wander 1 inch away from the master, from the Sadguru, which is your own presence. or even the external form of the master. It's completely fine. And with your eyes steady like this, then everything can seem to be destroying itself, but actually it's just this beautiful revealing. Where you are discovering the reality of what you are. That's why I say, although it can sound like something very trivial when I say throw away the thermometer, don't track your progress and things like this, when I say them, it is because when we are, to the mind, it is burning. A whole world is burning around us. And if you keep checking for what is burning today, when will it burn tomorrow, what is going to happen, then it can be quite an upheaval. So throw away the thermometer means just trust the driver of this train. Don't keep checking where am I now, have I reached yet. You'll save yourself a lot of trouble. And then life becomes so simple. It becomes so simple. Even practically, it becomes so simple. I was at the passport office just now, a few hours ago, and there were so many around me who were just so stressed. Will I make it? Will I get it? Will I, something? If it's going to be, it's going to be. It's all Master's grace, all God's grace. It makes it so simple. Because truly, nothing in the world can move without my Father's grace. So our prayer can be, may my eyes never wander from the feet of my Master. And if they do, may it only be momentary. And you will find such ease and simplicity in life. And all of you know that I don't speak what is not experienced here. And I can tell you that momentarily, yes, my eyes have wandered from time to time, ever since I met him for the first time, but not more than momentarily. And life has been super simple, super easy. Everything is actually his problem. Would I rather trust the one who used to operate here to run my life, or would I trust my Father who is running this entire universe? It's a no-brainer. What still remains a little bit is this sense of wonder. Sometimes when some situation comes, this sense of wonder still remains and says, I wonder how this is going to turn out. And it almost never turns out the way the mind expects it to. Thank you, my dear. Oh, is the YouTube chat scrolling at all? You know, there are some like Joy is here. And Joy and I, we've hardly spoken. I remember she was there in Prasanna and Rishikesh, and I was leaving or something. I don't know where I was going. Maybe I was going back to Bangalore, and she said, "Oh, you're going?" Or I just came, or something like this. Very brief interaction we had, but just the heart connection just gets made. Doesn't need too many words. Doesn't have to express itself. Doesn't have to stop itself from expressing. Just the heart knows. This is God's dance. Just God is dancing with himself. All the different types of expressions possible. Actually, I also remember she ate something in street food. What, you know, something she ate, and she felt very sick after that. And just the other day, she posted some video about masala dosa and things like this. So I was saying, you stay away from that for some time. There are some name requests also which are pending. One might. Have you withdrawn it? It's still pending. It's pending. So we have. Because you were like, I'm not feeling it, you know, man. It's feeling it. And sometimes I say these things and later then, you know, I spoiled a day or two for somebody without realizing. But we have, maybe what better place could there be than Thiru? In Arunachala's presence, we'll have a naming ceremony. Or what is the name request Jogan is asking? Yes. Is this playful process by which this urge that even what in this world of identity, in this world of appearances, even in this world, what I am referred to as, may that be a word, an utterance from my master's mouth. And in that way, it's a beautiful form of surrender. Not just what happens in my life, may even what I'm referred to in this play, may that also be an utterance from my master's mouth. So it's very, very beautiful in that way. And also at the same time, I must mention, because also these buttons get pushed every time I say this. So I must mention it's not a prerequisite. It's not that we have some inner circle of those who have been given Hindu names and everyone else on the outer fringes. Not like that. It's just this playful, beautiful act of surrender that even my identity, if it has to operate in this realm, if there has to be some, whatever identity is here, if the world has to refer to some identity, let that be an utterance from my master's mouth. There's a lot actually that can be spoken about it, about how it is beneficial energetically and all of those things, but that's not. I usually don't like getting into all that. Let's keep it simple and light. It's good. Yes, yes. Jogan says, but isn't my first name also God's will? Yes, everything is God's will. Only God is here. And God is playing this way or that way. It's completely fine either way. Anna says, may I come? Yes, my dear, you can come. Good to see you in the hangout after a long time.
Hi.
I mean, I'm always here.
Yes.
But I feel that sometimes I feel that I want to show up physically here because I feel very much part of the whole thing. And, you know, all the Sangha is very familiar to me now, that I never show up, although I'm here. I don't show up because I don't think it's necessary. Most of the time, it's nothing I have to say. And I show up now because I think it is necessary as well.
Yes.
Because then you can see me and I can be here. My physicality is seen. Because sometimes I have to say that I don't know anything about gurus or sanghas or things like that. I've been drawn here, I suppose you could say, by grace, without any intention to have any masters, any sanghas or anything. But I find I'm part of it. My true guru is silence. I have to say that sometimes I ask in silence to God, is this right? I'm here, so it seems to be right. I find it difficult, Ananta, to give you the master, and that I maybe struggle a bit with it. But I don't mind, you know. I don't mind what of the other, because I know in silence, I know that feeling that you talk about happens in silence. No, if you sit in silence, I think it's nowhere to escape too long. If you sit in silence all the time, yeah, when you are angry, if you sit regularly, I think that it does the work. That I believe this is part of that work. This is just part of it. Masters, not sure. I'm not sure of having gurus. That it's fine, you know, because it's fine. I can see that it has its role, it has its play, it has, you know, it's not good or bad. It's maybe necessary now. I don't know. But I just wanted to say hello. I just wanted to say I'm here. I just want to say I'm not invisible, although I am invisible as well. I'm visible, and I wanted to be visible now to all of us, and how much joy and love peace you all brought to my life. Not only the guru, sorry about that, Ananta, but I don't feel, I feel it's all of us. This guru, this guru, I want to be with you, my guru. I feel like, yes and no. Yeah, you are as guru as I am, as everyone else here. The Sangha is the guru as well. Without the Sangha, you're not the guru. It's not you personally. There's no guru without. So it's really all the same. It's no. I've always been a bit against. Remember being with Buddhists, talking about the monks and talking about the wonders of the monk. I don't know. It's something there that immediately gets a bit of a. You see what I mean? So a bit of a gap there that I don't. Maybe it's necessary, but I feel a bit uncomfortable with. So I feel, I don't know if it's arrogance, but sometimes I feel I'm a master as well. And God, give me some work. Because, you know, I've been here long enough, and maybe I need to play a role myself. Not as a disciple, which is another story, but as a guru, which is another story that you know, none of them is true. But I think, okay, if I have to position myself, I will position myself in the guru's role for the time being. Anyway, there could be a lot of rambling in the mind, and I could tell you this and that and the other. I just want to show up, to show my love, to show my oneness and togetherness with all of you. I follow the chats. I'm always here. I might be doing chores sometimes, other times I'm in silence. I don't miss one. I'm sure you got it recorded somewhere. You go and check. I don't miss it because it's part of my life. You are very much part of my life. And I am of yours, even if you don't see me. And this is the mystery of God, isn't it? It's always there. So sometimes I think they might not know, how much I love them, how much I'm here. But I'm here, totally. And I expect God is the same. It's always there. It just doesn't need to say anything. That if you stop for a moment, it's there. It's always been there. And it's quiet. Doesn't need to say much. Today I'm saying a lot, but every day, I'm here, and I don't say a thing, and you don't even know, maybe many of you, that I'm here, but I am fully here. Anyway, so having said that, arrogance, I suppose, can always be there. So please, anyone, if there's anything that you see arrogance in me, or kind of something, please let me know, because you wouldn't be saying that to me, but to, it would be necessary to be said. So we can be one, and I don't get lost. You do me a favor, really, a great favor that not most people in the world would do easily, because they want to be liked by us. So anyway, here I am. Big hug. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Okay.
I love you a lot. There's not much to say. I love you a lot, and I'm always here. Just know I'm always here. If anybody needs me, or we need each other, just please count on me, because I love you very much, and I'm here. Yeah? I'm not going to speak a lot, because sometimes it's not necessary, but I'm here, so you can always contact me or whatever. Thank you so much. And lots of blessings to all, because I feel like I can bring blessings as well. Yeah, not only can receive. Now I feel full. I can give you my blessing too. Thank you so much.
Okay. So in the story of this adventure here, what happened is that for most of life, most of you know this actually, that all this guru business and masters and all of this God stuff was like for aliens. Who will go to these babas and talk about God? Get a life. Because like this for a big part of my life. Actually, now that I'm so old, I'm calculating and I'm realizing that it's almost the same amount that I have been a believer that I wasn't a believer. So maybe yes, for half my life, just this strongly radically atheistic in operation, what is to operate from here. Then what happened is that I met some beautiful teachers and I learned so much from them. But somehow this feeling came that enough of this guru business. I'm never going to take a master again. Enough of this guru business, because it doesn't really get you anywhere. I'm just going to read Bhagwan, I'm just going to read Maharaj, and that's it. I'm going to listen. So even when I met Mujiji for the first time, I'd already seen practically all the YouTube videos that they were there. In those days, not so many. So I'd seen all, and I said, yes, this one makes sense. I like hearing, but none of this master business, okay? Don't tell me about guru and all. I've had enough of that. I've seen that. I've seen how it works. I've seen the politics. I've seen the money issues. I've seen all of that. Don't. Then what happened is, anyway, to make it shorter, when I saw him, very naturally, it just felt like everything that has to happen here is now his problem. And nobody can create this feeling. Say, this is the way it should be, can you do it? Say, okay, now I will force myself to surrender, can we do it? Can't be like that. It has to just be natural. So through grace, whatever label you want to put on it, through grace this feeling came that everything is his problem. And then it was not just that I felt he's guru or master or something. I felt like he's my father, he's my mother, he's my best friend, he's my master, he's everything. Literally that Sanskrit shlok. Literally it just felt like this, that all is him for me. And then it was not some deal, some arrangement that was made. That you are my master and I'm your disciple. It just was known that this is what we are for each other. So nobody can create it. Also here there was so much of just only him. There is so much of just only him. That somewhere in my mind it would be a sign of great disrespect if someone was to call me a master instead of him. This also played here. That's why it took quite a bit of prodding from him, and when I used to report that this what's happening and things, he used to say that I want you to bring more to the Sangha of being, this Sangha of being. It is a phrase that he used. So none of this actually we need to be concerned about. Because all of this is naturally just playing out the way it is meant to play out. Bhagavan said, I have no master in a human form. He said, the form of the master for me is Arunachala. We can say that life itself is my master. And he can say that this or that is my master. I don't need a human form. But one thing also I must add to this is that amongst all the beings that are free from this suffering, free from the idea of personhood, I am yet to meet one. In this, I've read about them, but in this life, in this adventure, I've yet to come across one who did not say that I had a master in the human form. Again, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm only saying that I am yet to come across one. And all of us are living by our experience, isn't it? So I've seen all the phases of being an atheist, of being a believer in God, of being completely devoted to masters, and then saying, no more master business, it doesn't work for me. To just it naturally unfolding without any sense of even this happening. So I can relate to all parts of your journey. And there is no right journey or wrong journey. There is no right way or wrong way. But I must just report from what I see and what I experience. And all of you retain the same right. You know, the first children that came to me, I was just amazed. Something here was just amazed at them. Because so much love, devotion, surrender. It was impossible that this would arise for this Ananta. And it became clearer and clearer to me that it is arising for their own presence, for their own Sadguru in their own heart. It starts off by showing itself in the external form. And also life shows you as we go along that it cannot be taken personally. So Satsang continues here. It is never ending. So if anyone feels that now I have arrived or something like this and no more satsang is required, this is not true, because fresh insights every day, fresh experiences every day, and your intuitive presence is alive and vibrant and continues to be. This beautiful voice which is shared. Now my image is half cut out. We're using a different computer today. Not that familiar with the handles. Tanya also asked for me. Hey, good. We can chat about this a little more on Facebook or wherever we can. Huh? Yes, I remember. Yes.
Somebody reported that there are around UGG, there are about 50 awakened, minimum of 50 awakened beings.
Yeah.
Are they good and ready to go and spread the message around the world? Because that
Somebody said, just repeating from them because you're talking softly, somebody said that around Guruji there are at least 50 awakened beings. Okay, then
no.
Full blown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was wondering why would they want to be around the master? The master is already with them and with them all the time. We can do a better job by serving the world.
That also might happen. Who should decide the timeline of these things?
It's a higher.
These things like what is the point of my story? My point of my story was to show you that all of these things are operating at their own, in their own grace, in their own way. You see? There is nothing that my decision about not having a guru or my decision about having a guru, all of this would not have changed what happened. In the same way, those around Guruji, if they are to share the light, if they are to spread his light to the entire universe, then even that beautiful grace is guiding them. Which committee has to decide when it is to start or when it has to not?
It just happened.
It will happen. Jogan says, please repeat his question. His question was that if there are awakened beings in the Sangha, then why are they staying with Guruji? Why aren't they going out there and spreading the light more and more to the world that needs them? This supreme intelligence, which is guiding all of this, knows it exactly the way it is meant to be. Even in this Sangha, even in the Sangha of being, there's so many who are shining with the light of the Sadguru. So apparently, and they will also spread Guruji's light. I don't see it as some distinction. But the same river which is flowing, it knows how to flow. The point is not to say why not them. The point is to say why not me. What do they have that I don't?
Right now, I want to be there, but I'm not getting it.
Yeah. So this also is your fodder for inquiry, isn't it? Are you comfortable with just wanting to be there? Are you willing to inquire into this I?
Everything.
Huh?
Anything and everything.
Yes. So this I who wants that itself is the obstacle to that. Does it exist?
I know that.
Yeah?
I know that.
Does it exist? Then can you truly say with conviction, I want this or I don't want this?
Yeah, I want nothing. This moment I want nothing. It's okay. But not out in the world, not on the street, not in the world.
Also, I want to say that in the nature of this world, it plays a certain way. Great teachers, great masters have come and gone. But the world by itself has pretty much remained the same. So to have this notion that we must go out there and fix the world, there's too much doership around it. And it presumes that the world wants fixing. God is playing his play. Let's keep it simple like that.
Yeah, true. Everybody is already fixed.
Exactly.
Pretending
Never
to be
broken,
fixed.
never broken.
Well, pretending to be screwed up.
It's like you're watching a movie, you're enjoying it, and I come and tell you, hey buddy, remember it's just a movie. Like, just let me watch, man. And I'm like, no, but do you remember it's just a movie? This is what happens if you try going out in the world and talking to people about the truths. Huh? Just let me lead my life, get out of my way. I'm watching the movie, I'm enjoying it. Why you have to come and remind me? Okay, you know it's a movie, no, relax. Okay, good for you. This is what happens. So therefore, we must wait for them to come to us. If there is somebody who needs reminding, then they must be tired somewhere of the movie. He must say, okay, what do you think? Is this just a movie? Let someone ask that question first before we become all evangelist about sharing the truth.
Isn't it also that even if like some are actively sharing in that way, that you just their presence is
Yep.
spreading the light?
That is the best. Look at that. That is the best way. Just the presence. I feel there are many awakened beings that we don't recognize when we meet them. They don't speak. They're just leading their normal lives.
Shanties, I think there's at least 300.
He knows it. Adya knows at least 300, so that's
That
not
we
bad.
don't share.
We don't share. Yeah. He has a master list. We'll go and check with him. 300.
Yeah, in Papaji's interview, I saw this guy, a taxi driver, and he was working.
Can you try this mic and see if it works better?
Working as a taxi driver.
You watched a Papaji in which?
Yeah, he's an awakened being.
Huh.
And it was this the guy was interviewing Papaji, and he interviewed the awakened beings around Papaji. And he said there's nothing motivates us to do anything. We just
The same YouTube as I have. Because you report from YouTube various things which I never have found.
really.
Could it be that the YouTube in your projected universe is different from
The universe gives me a lot of stuff. Yeah. Gives me a lot of stuff.
So what were they saying?
This guy was saying there's no need for anything. I mean, I don't know the exact words.
Yeah.
But, like that. And also,
Yes. It is completely impossible that such a bright light that Papaji would burn and beings around them would not spontaneously awaken. There must be many.
yeah.
And many would not even have reported to him that something like this happened.
The master knows.
Yes, but in the apparent movement of this form, it doesn't have to be made clear like that.
Yeah.
Master,
Yeah.
we all wait. If every master waits, that's where
Go to the
the seekers
Bluetooth
come
menu on
to.
your mobile device.
Is it alarm for me to stop?
If every master waits for the seeker to come, then
And they would wait, like a doctor waits for the patient to come and report about the disease.
Yeah.
But here the case and the scenario is very different, where the patient does not know that he is suffering from a disease. Then how could he come to master?
yes, but
How
he
could he come to a doctor?
but he does know, because I can imagine that the greatest master, the Bhagwan himself, had come and said, you're not this person, you are the self. So during the time where I did not realize I was suffering from this delusion disease, it would have meant nothing. I would have felt it's the ramblings of a crazy old man.
So, sir, sorry. I'm not saying that it would happen without the support of the grace, or without the divine will. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying that this all works in a cooperative way.
It works.
For example, as you always read that we can always talk from our personal experience. I was filled with my own beliefs, with my own religious beliefs, and it was very hard for someone to penetrate into that belief system. And just by luck, I met someone, and he himself was not knowing the truth. He just read somewhere, had a relatively a lot of intellectual experience, knowledges. So he asked me that question. Gary Maharaj says that someday a friend comes and tells you that, my dear friend, you are not the person that you believe yourself to be. Who are you? And when he asks me this question, and everything starts to resolve always. So, with this example, I wanted to refer that we will never approach the other believing that God will come do everything for us. Then it is like food is there, and we are saying that God will come and put it in our mouth. So I am saying that uh, it happens in a cooperative way, that an effort is also made from this side, and grace also supports from that side. For example, you yourself guides many of the people who come, but you know that sometimes you are not able to penetrate into those things, and sometimes it happens by itself, but you do try to help all the time.
Yes. So that's why I say that there is full openness here for this. Full openness here for this. And there must be at least a sliver of openness there for this. Okay? Of course, it has to work completely. I mean, all of this is talking at a different level. But like I said earlier, that it must be in this flow. Okay? That I, in fact, said no more guru business for me. Okay? And yet, life took me there. So I was there to listen to the words and say, I will go listen to him, but I will not say he is my guru. It was that kind of, you know. But this, at least this sliver of the opening was there, that I'm willing to listen. You see, and it used that itself to open itself up. This is the truer
And
explanation.
every other thing also cooperates. For example, fake masters also cooperate.
Yes.
Yes. For example, for the time being, it is needed for those things to be those kind of
Yes. And actually, that's why I said I met beautiful masters. And I was sick of them before I met Guruji. Beautiful they are. Now I can say that they were beautiful. Because they were also part of this unfolding, which is very well planned by God. That means 2.5. Yes, the birthday girl can stay. Oh, Shanti, thank you, my dear. Love you. Oh, Mariano, thank you very much, my dear. Thank you. Good to see you. I want to tell Mariano also, if you're watching from YouTube, that we see some photos of you playing the guitar on Facebook. We'd love to hear you one of these days. No?
Prompts need to show it. Not
Yes,
yet.
not yet.
Very clear.
No.
Not yet.
Ambika says, Father, may I talk to you shortly after broadcast? Yes. I want to ask you something about the retreat. Yes. Also, I love you. I love you too, my dear.
Father, can I come up?
Yes, my dear, you can come.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, namaste.
Just wanted to make a quick report. So since I woke up this morning, there's a lot of echo, Father.
Oh, okay, I can mute for some time.
So since I woke up this morning, there's a big ball of energy and sensation in my chest, which I previously used to report as fear and anxiety. And I woke up with it after a long, long time. But my report is that I haven't labeled it, and it's there, and it's being watched, and there's no I'm not scared of it because it's there, but I've not labeled it, so there's nothing to feel scared of. And just wanted to say thank you. And I can't hear you, Father.
Yes, yes, yes. This is very good. Very, very good. Yes, some sensation is there. We see also that where it is happening, where it is experienced, this being, this is completely unaffected, unconcerned about it. It is not complaining at all about whatever the sensation might be. And in this way we are discovering our immensity, because we are no longer fearing any fear, we are not fearing any sensation. It seemed like in the past that there was one chair in which one sensation could come and sit down, and that was it. And we're just looking at that one saying, this one is here now. It's like, oh, I finally saw the movie, by the way. We tell Jesh also. I saw Inside Out. You saw it, is it? So in Inside Out, there's one of these sensation, emotions, which takes control of the console. So it can be anger. Says, step aside, I am in charge now. So when you're expressing that anger is coming up. So it can be joy, it can be anger, it can be sadness, all these things. So it felt like it was just this. When this was sitting on that chair, that console, it seemed like I just became this. I became angry. I became fearful. But as we are looking now, we see that, oh no, it's just this small, really minute part of me where something is wiggling about. And because it is wiggling about, it's getting my attention. The rest of it is it just is. But it remains unaffected. So then, now we have moved away from just paying attention to this squeaky, twittering mosquito to just discovering that I am so much beyond this one. And it doesn't matter if it keeps making all the noise it wants. In this way, you will discover that anything can come, anything can come. And it's completely fine.
Father, it doesn't feel small and minute. It feels intense, but it's not biting me like it would have previously. And also, I'm just curious because there is like I have to be vigilant and remind myself not to label it and not to identify with it. So there is effort going into that process of not labeling it, and there is who is making this effort, who is making this effort is
Yeah.
it? I'm just
This
wondering.
way is very good. So when I say don't label it, I don't mean that you fight the label, because this will become tiring for you, although initially it might seem okay. What I mean is let the mind come and say whatever it wants, but you are not buying. Okay? That is the way that we not label, not by saying, okay, now label is coming, I must ignore it, I must step away from it, not like that. Your mind is trying to label it, you're just watching the mind and say, okay, I'm not buying. Allowing it to come and go, allowing it to come and go. So this is the first. Second is to see that right now, if you were to check, can you check now? Where is this sensation being experienced? This ball which seems so big, can you check where it is? You can feel like heart area somewhere in the chest, something like this. Then when you check, it can seem like, again, it can seem like the mind has created one boundary, some visual of a boundary based on sensations that it's happening in the body. But don't stop at just the body. See where the body is also experienced. Where are the sensations of the body being experienced? Then you will see that it's just my being, it's just this immensity which cannot be boxed in. And then you try to find the boundaries of this. It's still here, still here. Outside of this sensation, how much space is there? Where are the boundaries of my being? And it is our direct experience, no matter what the mind says about it, it is our direct experience that being is just completely, infinitely spread out. Cannot find the boundary of this. The only boundary it can try again and again to reinforce is the body sensations. But these are also felt inside me. So don't have to rush into any of this. Already very good that you say that what seemed to be so important and seemed to be just so strong earlier, now it still seems strong but doesn't have the same bite as it used to.
There is no boundary as such, Father.
There is no boundary of the being. So that which has no boundary, for that one, is the sensation very big? It's not, isn't it? It's just that we are used to defining ourselves through the body boundary, through the sensations of the body. But this will also dissolve more and more.
Thank you, Father.
Thank you. Very good, very good. The truth of who you are is far too radical for the mind. It's too much for the mind who you are. Because even God does not describe, the word God does not describe who you are. Consciousness does not describe who you are. The Supreme One does not describe who you are. And that is why I will keep telling you, but it doesn't feel like I am God, it doesn't feel like I am this. It just sounds like good words. But as we are checking more and more now, All of you, it's unfolding so beautifully. You're checking more and more. And you're discovering that you are this infinite presence. And ultimately, you are that which is aware even of this infinite presence. What picture can the mind make about this? It's completely out of its league. Okay? Time to sing the birthday song for the birthday girl. Okay, Atma, come up.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear. So happy, so happy. Very good. All of us are sending you all our love and hugs and kisses. We love you so, so much.
I can feel that whole day. It's really, as you said, it's not that I'm thinking about mind, but it's really mind cannot even come into this room. Impossible. There is no room for the mind here at all. Thank you so much. Nothing else.
So I want to tell you all about this child of mine. She's just a little girl, okay? She can come across little brash sometimes. She can be bratty sometimes. But she's just a little child. So when she's upsetting you, then remember that I said these words. But she's my Atma.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. I feel so protected in your presence, but not only like this physical presence. I feel in my life everywhere so protected. I don't fear anything. I don't have fear to express anything because there is really nothing, no intention here. Even if I say something, then I'm observing it. I'm just saying, oh, look at this child. Ah, it's still here, you know. There is no judgment because your love is so, it's everywhere. It's everywhere. You just, impossible to have any fear inside your heart.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Atma. Happy birthday to you. May Guruji bless you. May Guruji bless you. Happy birthday, dear Atma. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Love you so much. All of you, all of you.
Okay, this bhajan is coming up. Be sure this voice cannot pull it off. So all of you can help. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. 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 Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. 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 Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. 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 Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. 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 Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Jaya Murali Manohar Nandalala. Krishna Govinda Govinda Gopala. Swagatam Krishna. 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 Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Suswagatam Sharanagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Krishna. Swagatam Krishna. Thank you also very much for being in Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you, Claire, for moderating today. Thank you so much.
For editing the broadcast, I think I already burning question and it will be very useful for everyone.
Yes.
Broadcast also for you. And it is not question, it is like surrendering something. Someone very beautifully said me that you would surrender everything in Satsang. So this I wanted to surrender is that I wanted to ask for forgiveness for any personal attachment that is left there, including the attachments to the journey itself, no matter how beautiful it is. This I wanted. Because I know that all is perishable. This journey, the beautiful fellow passengers, and the driver itself, I will have to leave everything, everyone. But still, the attachments come, and as Buddha, the most popularly known for his saying that all attachments leads to suffering, and I find it very truthful. So I wanted to ask forgiveness for whatever extra attachment is left here.
Very beautiful surrender. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Claire, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ananta, as I don't come that often and I don't think it's necessary, that would you bless me?
Anna is saying something. You can say, my dear. Let me
I
mute.
say that I don't think it's a need for me to come to the hangout that often. That I would be very grateful if you bless me before I go. And the whole Sangha, but let's do it through you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you, my dear. You can end the broadcast now.